My name is Zeph Ndlovu. I'm chairperson of the EThekwini Maritime cluster. It's an important element of our business in Durban, in that the maritime industry is very much reliant on the expertise as well as the infrastructure knowledge base that links us with the global world. I also play a very important role in being general manager of Transnet Port Terminals. I think I also need to mention this fact that I'm also president of the Durban Chamber of Commerce, playing a very important role in the advocacy role of business in terms of us being the voice of business in its integrity. Ports are an integral part of the municipalities or cities in which they are resident, and it's important that the two are intricately linked in terms of their operation. Now, internationally, if you look at smart city concepts, the smart city concepts have been the economic relations basically between the port itself in terms of being the entry point and the exit point basically for all the needs of the country in terms of goods that come in and out, as well as the city giving basically the arteries in order to access the hinterlands. But when you look at the master plans of both of them, it's important that we integrate the two in terms of infrastructure investments on the roads, the railways, and also to bring people together. So we have to align the master plans of both the port and the city for us to socialize communities in which we live so that they are part of this important ecosystem. It's very important that we do that, and many ports around the world have taken that leap, and it's about time South Africa continues on that trajectory. So in terms of the first step, we've already started this first step with the EThekwini municipality as part of a metro in integrating our master plans and making sure that we share quite closely our master plans and making sure that access of our communities in order to enhance the important role ports play in the economy of the country is concerned. Now, the smart city concept really, as it evolved in some of the European ports, has taken off quite well. We are bringing this concept into South Africa. So integration is really is about it, and so that you've got seamless linkages between the ports, the different arteries linking the cities, right up to hinterlands. Because as we would, or as everybody would expect, the communities around the port depend on it for their economic well-being, for their needs, and in order to develop their own career. So the two are interdependent in as far as that is concerned. It's important that we integrate our technological advances. The city itself, in terms of CCTVs, in terms of its own plannings, is integrated with the port. We've just developed an app as part of Transnet Port Terminals in order to link ourselves with the road industry, in particular road trucks. But that app is so important in that it gives you real-time information about the whereabouts of your goods and when next to visit the port. So there is an importance in the linkages between the two. Further, the Port of Durban, through Transnet National Ports Authority, has introduced a very, very wonderful innovation of drones into the port, which give you real-time feedback. Now, can you imagine a situation where we are able to use this drone to monitor the port flow, to monitor the port activity, so that it aids and facilitates our planning, and if we could do the same on the road linkage side. So it will perform a dual purpose basically. Whilst we are looking at efficiency, we can also be able to align ourselves in terms of our plans, as well as in the event of any incident taking place, we'll be looking at real-time response. So it's important that we link the two very, very closely. For instance, the container industry on its own, you are now able to make your bookings online, and we are able to communicate with each other through proper linkages, without any physical interface of people, as it were. So it makes your logistics work much, much easier. It's important that that interface continues to grow for us to have the growth of our economy, to create opportunities for our people, so that we impact the triple challenge of poverty, unemployment, as well as inequality. We need that very, very strongly.